Hello guys, now for one room tenants and landlords that are always fighting because of dirty bill. You see some ten ant that will rent one room in your house, that will tell you no, I'm not going to pay dirty bill because I don't have resident in this house. While some landlord will be insisting no, you must pay dirty bill. So we always have this fight between one room tenant and landlord here in Italy. So I will explain if a ten ant that rented one room here in Italy is supposed to pay dirty bill, and the answer is yes. If you rent one room here in Italy, you are supposed to be paying dirty bill, whether you have resident there or you don't have resident there. I know you might not like this video, but I will explain why I think you should be paying dirty bill. Now, but before I explain it, I want to beg us to use tap send. That happens to be the best app everybody are now using to send money to Nigeria. If you put my promo code heroes tv, they will dash you €5 in your first transaction. Whether you are sending €5, they will give you €5. Whether you are sending €10, they will also dash you five. Whichever amount that you are sending for the very first time, they will dash you €5 in your first transaction. And you can get tap send from Apple Store or from Play Store. Thank you. And for those of you that will just watch my video, you will never encourage me by sharing my video or even clicking on the follow button or subscribe button, because as the subscribers grow, I will also be encouraged. Please always try and encourage me by sharing some of my videos or clicking on the follow button or subscribe button. I beg you in the name of God. Now, there are three things Comune normally put together to bring dirty bill for you, which I will be explaining in this video, because all Comune, they have their own different way of doing things. Now, number one is the square meter of the house. That is what Comune normally look at. So if in my own Comune de Nogara, per square meter they take 63 cents. That is what they charge for dirty per square meter. So in my house now is about 100 square meter. So in my house now I pay 63 cents times 100 square meter will give me about €63 per year. So everybody that is staying in that house, in that 100 square meter, in this particular house now, whether you have residence or you don't have residence, as far as you are staying in this house, you are supposed to join me in paying this €63, because they said they are charging us for this house that we are staying. So you don't expect only the landlord to go and pay that money. So everybody saying that is they are supposed to pay. So we already have €63 per year in my own house. Now, the second thing they also calculate is the time that they come to take dirty in my house. Like in my own commune, they charge me about 0.07 cents per litre, because in my commune we take our dirty out every day. You know that humido, I have that small humido about 10 litre. So anytime I take that humido out, they charge me 0.07 cents per litre. So if I take 10 litre out, you times it by 10. So every time I take out, and now the question is, who is now responsible for the dirty inside that humido? Is it not everybody living in that house? You rented one room in my house, you fry plantain, you carry the back of the plantain, you put it inside the humido can. You cook yam, you took the back of the yam, you put inside the humido can. At the end of the and in the evening, I will now take that plastic, I will take out for the community to come and take, and they will charge me for it. Am I the one that is supposed to pay that money for you? You also contributed in generating the dirty that I take out. So anytime I take that dirty, as they come to pick it, they charge me 0.07 cents for humido. Then for circle, they charge me 0.04 cents. So anytime I also take that plastic of circle wey we put dirty tissue paper, all those things, anytime I take it out and the community come to take it, they also charge me for it. And who is responsible for that dirty inside? It is all of us that are living in that house. So you can even see it in the bill, you can see it there, you can see the two amounts there. So all of us living in that house, because we generate this dirty, we take out, they also charge me for it. So that is number two thing. So as we take dirty out every day, they charge me. So that is another calculation that they did to add to the first €63. So you also put it there. Then the third one, which is the one causing problem, is the people that now have resident in the house. So if you have resident, if I do resident for you, because of you, my bill also increase. How do they do this increment? I told you in Nogara it is 63 cents per square meter, and this house is about 100 square meter. So if I do resident for two people, they will times it by two, meaning €63 times two. And so in my house we're about five. So I did the calculation will now be times five. €63 times five people. So I'll be paying up to about €318 per year. That one is different from the one I will also be paying for bringing dirty out. So if you say because you don't have resident, I can say okay, you are not among this 312 euro, 318 euro, but you are among the ones that I take out every day. You are among the first square meter, which is about 63 euro of the house, because you are staying in that house with me. You don't expect only more to be paying for everybody in the house. Yes, if you talk about resident that you don't have resident, we can say okay, let's remove the one that they added because of resident, because it is not only because of resident. I told you that the B is because of resident, is because of the square meter of the house, and it's also because of the time, the amount of time that they come to take dirty in my house. So three people are responsible: those living in the house that take dirty out every day, those that did resident in the house, and those that are living in the house because of the square meter. So it is that three things that they put together. So in my own candid advice, if we now want to share this bill come, we are supposed to share it among people that have residents because they contributed to the increment of the bill, and people that are living there because they contributed in generating dirty that we take out every day and they charge me for it. And the third one, the square meter of that particular house, it is everybody that are living there, that are living in that square meter of the house. So these are the three people that are supposed to share this bill. So if bill come, you share it. If I did resident for three people and those three people they are not living with me, if bill come, you are supposed to share. They are also supposed to pay. If three people are also staying in my house and they don't have resident, but because they generate dirty, they are also supposed to pay. So all of us are supposed to share the bill. If we are 20, both people that stay and people that have resident, we are supposed to share it among everybody. So if you rent one room, you cannot say no because you don't have residents. Yes, you don't have residents, but you generate dirty that we take out every day, and you're also living in that square meter of the house that the commune also count, which I pay about 63 cents per square meter every year. So you cannot say you will not pay light bill. And those of you that also did resident that might not be staying there, you can also say you are not going to pay light bill because you are not the one generating the dirty. Because you have residents, my bill also increase. Because you are staying in my house, I also need to take dirty out as often as possible. It might be also increase. So all of us we are supposed to share it together. So this is my own candid suggestion. Although commune from commune different, but this is how most commune is now. Especially those of you that stay in foreign, whereby they take dirty out every day. Every day, you know, you have this umido, you have circle, you have plastic, you have kata that will take out every day. So for those of you staying in city, I don't really know how they do your own calculation, but based on my own rough understanding, I think they just bring an estimated bill. They check how many people have residents in that house, and they just use that to bring an estimated bill. That's okay. Since we have five people in this house, I think they will be producing about let's say 400 liters of umido every day, every year, or they'll be producing 1,000 liters of maybe that's how they do your calculation. And I'm not too sure about that one, but those of you that they bring plastic out, this is how they often do the calculation. So if you rent one room, you are supposed to pay 30 bill. Please share this video. Thank you and God bless you.